Okay, so this is part 2 of the I don't know what I want to call it, the bench-made look-alike build. There'll be 3 of these that are built, and the first one will be the ULTEM scales. So let's get the parts laid out. And this is, there's a pocket clip. Set that off to the side. Screws. And then this has washers. We're going to build it with these washers. See how it is. Here is a backspacers. We're going to build it with the washers, see how it does. If I like it, we'll leave it. If not, I will find a set of bearings that match that size or match the size of one of the other kits, and we'll use it. Now, what I like about this kit, now I don't like that it's branded Benchmade because it's not a Benchmade, but it is branded Benchmade. The blade steel states that it is 9CR18 MOV, which leads me to believe it, because I think the actual 940 Benchmade blade is S30V, I believe. I looked it up in the last video, but I'm not going to do it again. I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. And I usually wait till the end of the video to say this, but I seriously doubt most people even see the end of the video. If you like these kind of this kind of content, I would ask that you would like and subscribe. And if you don't like this kind of content, I would ask that you would like and subscribe anyway, because you will find something that you like. I'm on a knife kick right now. I'm doing all kind of knife videos, but normally I've been doing a lot of electronic videos. I'm going to get into some robotics and programming robots, as well as programming Arduinos stuff, because I got a couple of projects I'm in the middle of that when I get back into those, there have to be some programming. And I will also be getting into some archery stuff here pretty soon, because I love archery. And we're going to do some arrow wraps and build arrows. I'm going to go through the process of basically some of the tuning tools I have for, well, we're going to leave that. I'm going to quit putting it in there for archery. So anyway, with that said, please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. All right, so here is the pivot, and it is a round barrel. It is not captured. I don't like that, but that's okay. That is OTE buckwheat. I don't think you need to oil phosphor bronze washers. Maybe you do, and maybe you don't. But let's start by popping that part in dar. Let's see what kind of screws we got here. Kind of shooting for these not to be long videos, but if I keep fumbling around, they might be. So we got 2 long screws, and I would be willing to bet the long ones are probably dealing with the back spacer. Yeah, because it looks like this side is threaded. And that's not. I don't know. We'll deal with it. So let's see if these short screws fit. They don't seem to do the duty. Okay, let's get my screwdriver. get this itsy bitsy because it looks like a T6, which I hate T6. Yep, that's the ones. So I'm just coming right up to the handle. I'm not snugging anything up. I'm just getting it till it screws into a stop. And you always want to kind of back up till you feel it pop, and then you know you're on the threads. You don't want to cross thread these little screws because that is going to be a bad day. Yeah, that side is threaded. Okay, so let's take the blade and I'm going to see about getting a washer. Okay, so I got a washer started on that side, and I'm going to take and place a washer over here. Now, let me push that pin down. All right, and I found usually you got to pull this down to get the blade to slip into place. A lot of times, get that washer kind of moved around. You know, I'm going to check something real quick. Oh. Yep, it's a tight fit, but it will push on up in there. So that'll help, I believe, in getting it to hold into place. So I'm going to pop this on there. I don't think I'm making a huge mistake at the moment. And that is, there we go. Normally I can't pull that thing out. There we go. All right, so now I should be able to take and so what you should do is actually hook up your Omega springs before you saw that, didn't you? You sneaky dog. You saw that and you didn't say a word. You were just wanting to see me be a goober, weren't you? You like seeing me be a goober. Ooh. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to bend that a little bit or something because it keeps popping. I'm gonna bend it that way, maybe. Be careful, you don't want to break that sucker. Because I do have some other Omega springs with other kits, and I believe these are probably the same things. There we go. Now it's holding in place. So now we can do this again. Now, go back to the itsy bitsy. The T6. And again, none of these, I'm not tightening any of these up. No torque whatsoever. I'm just getting it to a stop and I'm stopping. And so now we're at this. And so I'm assuming it is going to go in like that. Yeah, because that's a pocket clip. So let me get that hole lined up. Yeah, I mean, I can see threads on one side, not on the other, but I think I'm going to have to, I think it's going to have to make its own threads through both sides of this scale. Nope, there it goes. It goes on down. Okay, so now it's through and it is starting to thread into the ULTEM on the other side. So be careful on this particular kit with this. Now this one goes on through this scale on this side. And there we go. You really don't have to worry about it. Just get it started. I mean, if you cross thread plastic, it's not that big a deal, but it's also not a good thing. So I'm putting a mild torque on these, and probably all I put on there. I don't even know what Loctite would do to one with ULTEM, but that's basically the knife assembled. And that is super tight. That's super taut. That's and see, I really didn't tighten this. There's no movement. Let me back it up till I get movement. Okay, I got mild movement, and the blade is about what you'd expect with a no movement, but it's not freely moving. You have to actually close it with your hand. So it's got a good strong detent. You can flick it open. So all in all, I mean, I think this is a pretty good kit. I mean, I don't know what I think about that see-throughness, but I do know a lot of them with ULTEM handles you can see through. Now you see that Benchmade logo is sticking up above the scale there. Again, this is not a Benchmade. It is a knockoff clone kit, but it's not advertised as a Benchmade. So I believe we're going to go ahead and jump to the next kit, which I will put together and link to the end of this video. Again, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. If not, do it anyway. You will find something you like. See you on the next one. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.